Hi friends, this is Niren Pandya from Yogananta. We are shooting a series of videos on foundational yoga poses. These foundational yoga poses have tremendous potential in setting right the inertia and the misalignment that comes to our body in normal life situations. So do these poses thoroughly, accurately, as they also have the potential to lead you to more complex poses in the asana series. What is important with this is when you are practicing the poses, please breathe normally, have normal exhalations, normal inhalations, do not be holding your breath, and very important to feel what you are doing rather than just doing the pose. So I hope you find this series of videos helpful. My friend and student Cass has helped me shoot these videos, which I would not have been able to do on my own. So thanks a lot to Cass. She has a background in documentaries and film production. So I am in expert hands, and I hope I can do justice to the videos so that you can get a good practice, and I don't give too much headache to Cass while shooting these videos.
Yeah, nice to meet you all. I'm Cass. I hope you enjoy the video.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, good. So Tadasana, or also known as Samashtiti, this is a very foundational and fundamental standing pose. As human beings, we spend our life in standing, sitting and lying down. Standing properly with proper weight distribution in the feet is very important for your spinal health and the health of your joints. So when you are doing Tadasana, please make sure that the instep, the inner edges of the feet are touching, that your toes are spreading, the sole of the foot and the heel of the foot is broad on the floor. Feel the weight distribution. Generally, we stand heavily on one leg, one foot, and little bit lighter on the other foot. So feel the floor. Don't just take it for granted. Spread the toes and then learn to stack the body. So exactly on top of the foot, stack your ankles and shins, knees and thighs, pelvis and torso, and then head. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now the arms in normal life, we keep them loose, as a result of which we always end up looking like this, where the shoulders are falling forward, head is falling forward, and buttock is slightly out. So what we need to understand is we need to be standing this way, where the shoulders are going back, chest is coming forward, thighs are pushing back, midline of the buttock is coming forward, and our gaze is parallel to the floor. So this is Tadasana. From here, we move to a pose called Urdhva Hastasana. We need to lock the arms in Tadasana. We don't need to keep the arms loose and sloppy. If they are loose at the joints, then the shoulders fall. So lock the elbows, stand tall, and then from here you can bring the hands to this level, and gradually, as though you are lifting a brick or a stick in your hands, you can lift the arms up vertically, reaching up, taking the arms up and back in this position. This is a side view for you. So this action can be repeated several times so that you can get more freedom in the shoulders. Tadasana with Urdhva Hastasana arms.
Whether it's your first time or 100th time doing Tadasana, we encourage you to use the floor and a door frame as pictured in order to improve your posture and also spot deficiencies in your stance.
Okay, so the next step we are going to learn is a pose called Baddhanguliyasana. Okay. Now people often get confused in the interlocking of the fingers. So it is very important to wiggle the finger which is going to come on top of the other. So this is my right hand index finger. I am going to interlock it so that the right index finger is on top of the left. Then the thumbs have to come in this position and you turn your palm away from your vision. So when we do this, it is very important to learn to lock the elbow this way. Okay. So you can see that the elbow is locked, elbow bone is coming towards the elbow crease. If you keep this loose, then you don't engage the outer arm. Okay. Now once we lock this, the other mistake that happens over here is when people start taking the arms up, they start becoming loose here. This is not what is going to engage your tricep arm, outer arm. So make sure that you are keeping this interlock, and just to give you a feel, you have to press the tips of your fingers against the back of your palm to get this. Okay, so once you have spent some time in Tadasana and got a feel of your legs and the stacking of the body, we are going to introduce arm actions. These arm actions are for the benefit of your chest, shoulder blades and neck. Okay. So when we interlock the fingers and we turn the palm, we want to maintain this webbing of the fingers locked. We want to tighten the elbows, and in a smooth exhalation, we want to lift the arms up in installments. Don't be hasty, don't do abruptly. Lift the arms, feel the elbow creases. Are the elbows locked, and do you feel tall from the ankles to the palm? You want to feel tall this way. So Tadasana with Baddhanguliyasana. So from Tadasana, after having done Baddhanguliyasana, we can also introduce another action which is seemingly very easy to look at but very difficult, especially if you have stiff shoulders, stiff arms. It will be difficult, but do try it, and please spend time in these poses, repeat them. Don't just do them once and expect to get the benefits. Okay. So Namaskar we do very easily in front of the chest. So we want to maintain this equal pressure of the palms, and we want to lift the arms up. We can start by placing the palm on the crown of the head, look straight, and from here, maintaining the pressing action of the palms, we want to lift up as though we are sandwiching the head between our biceps. Keep your gaze level, don't drop your head down or push your chin up. Hold this position. Feel the breath, the inhalation breath will climb towards the chest, and you can come down. Alternately, if this is difficult, you can do it by taking the hands even back. Instead of putting on the crown of the head, you can keep the hands here, take the elbows slightly wider and work in this position. If you find stiffness, you can repeat a couple of times, and slowly you will feel that the shoulders and arms are working better. This is the back view for you to see how the biceps are touching the sides of the skull.
This is an adaptation of the asana using props to make it more accessible. However, even if you are able to do the asana without props, we highly recommend that you try it this way as well to further improve your form.
From Tadasana, we go to Trikonasana, which is the triangle pose. It is always better when you are a beginner or new to understand the steps of entering the pose and exiting the pose. Okay. So the first step we are going to do is we are going to keep the hands on the waist, and we are going to learn to spread the legs wide and hold this position. In this position, we want to press the front thighs to the back thigh, inner thigh to outer thigh, and as though somebody is giving a slight pull to the buttocks forward, tuck the buttock in, lift the chest up, take the elbows back. This is a very important stage where you feel the stability of the legs and feel the balance. From here, slightly turning the toes of the left foot in slightly, and then turning the toes of your right foot completely out 90 degrees. You want your kneecap to face the same direction as your toes. When you turn this leg, don't drop your head and torso on that foot, but keep your head and armpits in line with your waist. So this is the second stage. The third stage is you will reach up with your hand and imagine that somebody is pulling you by pressing your thigh crease deep into the body, and you are going into the room like this. So resist with the back leg, keep the chest facing the camera and hold your ankle this way. Take the top arm, shoulder corner back, elbow back. Don't drop the elbow and shoulder forward. It will drag your chest down. So turn. Keep your eyes straight, move your chin away from the throat and become tall in the torso. Make the torso go as far away from the buttocks as you can. And then finally, you can lift the top arm up and hold the pose. So if you find it difficult to hold your ankle or you cannot reach the ankle or floor, then it is advisable that you don't compromise on the alignment of the posture by doing this. This is how people try to touch the floor. They compromise, the head goes forward, the buttock goes behind and the chest crashes. So instead of this, it is advisable that you keep a brick and you press the brick. Don't just touch the brick, push the brick, lock the elbow, turn this chest, learn to turn this chest to face the ceiling and hold this position. Stay for several breath cycles till you feel that the pose is becoming receptive. You are receiving the pose, you are able to hold the pose, then gradually you can lower the elevations of the brick and one day come to lowest elevation and maybe even come to the floor. Let's look at Parsvottanasana. Parsvottanasana, okay. It is a combination of side body action with going forward and down. So the entry remains the same. You start with your feet wide and you learn to turn your chest to the wall, okay. So for that you will have to turn the foot, this foot, which is what I am going to call the back leg. It is away from the bricks, back leg. Turn the toes in. See the angle of the toes. Then turn the toes of the front leg completely out 90 degrees and as though you are holding this hip and turn this hip, the back leg hip corner forward, chest front facing. Now imagine your chest is a box and this box is facing a wall. So the center of the chest facing the wall, both pelvic heads facing the wall, and you want to press the buttocks down and lift the chest up. To get this lifted expression in the chest, elbows back, hold this position. From here, once you find the stability in the feet and the legs, keeping the legs, the back leg anchored, pressing the instep of the front foot, you are going to lead the chest and chin into the room, cutting the hip corner of your front leg back, come into this position, put your hands on the brick and move your head and torso away from your buttock. Keep the torso tall, shoulder blades in. Parsvottanasana with concave back. Eventually, you can reduce the height of the brick and you can even lower the brick to flat elevation. You can learn to walk the bricks further forward in this position. Tadasana and spreading the legs is a huge benefit as we age because it improves our sense of balance. It allows us to learn to use our feet properly. It allows us to engage the leg muscles properly. When we engage the leg muscles properly, not only do the leg muscles, glute muscles develop, they learn to take the load which goes in the lower back for most people. So these poses, they may appear seemingly easy and innocuous, but they have huge potential for your well-being. Okay, we are going to go for Prasarita Padottanasana. Prasar means to spread, Pada is feet, Uttan means is an intense forward action or intense extension. Okay, so Again, we start with the feet apart, we spread the feet. Those who are young and fit can jump their legs apart. If you don't have knee problems, back problems, you can jump your legs apart and hold this position, stabilize here. Now, as though there is a string attached to your sternum bone and somebody is pulling the string forward and upward, you extend yourself forward and up. Don't drop the head down. See where my forehead is looking, see where my eyes are looking. Come into this position. If you can touch the hands on the floor and maintain this forehead and eye position, do so. If not, you can use the hands on the brick and gradually you can move the brick further forward or even lower the brick to second elevation or flat bricks. In this position, Prasarita Padottanasana with concave shape of the back. I will quickly show the concave shape of the back from the side view so you can understand what it should appear like. So, Dandasana is a very important pose. Like I said at the beginning of the video, as human beings, we spend a lot of our time standing, sitting and lying down. It is not conscious lying down or sitting or standing when we are in normal life conditions. In yoga, when we are doing a pose, it is conscious aware sitting, conscious aware standing, conscious aware lying down. Okay, so this is a very precise seated position where you spread from the sit bone, the back thigh, knee crease, the width of the calf and the center of your heel on the floor. So as you can see, I am spreading this buttock to clear out the buttock flesh so that my buttock is not pinched and the sit bone is pressing. I press the thigh as though there is a heavy weight on the thigh, and after pressing this leg down, I am lifting the sides of the body up. You can do with cup shaped fingers, shoulders back, chest forward, sternum bone lifted, and fix your gaze and be in this position. If you spend a few minutes here, you will realize not only you are working your legs, but you are also working your pelvic floor muscles, your waist muscles, your spinal muscles, and you will find it is not an easy pose to do. This is very important pose for knee problems, as your misalignment in the knee gets cured. So you can be this way, or alternately you can be sitting in this. Once you have settled here, you can work on lifting the arms up this way. Urdhva Hastasana action in Dandasana. So this position you can be doing. Those who have difficulty can cover the elbows and lift the arms up. However, do not crash your back like this in the pose. So maintain this. If you have difficulty, you can sit against a wall as shown in the images. So this is Dandasana, where you can see the head, the torso and the buttocks, they are stacked. Now there is an angle that we go towards the toes. We start going towards the toes as though we want to catch the toes. So if you can hold with your index finger, middle finger, push the toes in the fingers and come to this position. See the shape of the back. Again, don't do this, do this. See where the toes are being pulled away from the face, going that way. If you pull the toes this way, you are going to go the wrong direction and you will collapse the chest. So watch one more time. This is the shape you want to achieve. Now if this is not easy for you to achieve, you can take a strap, you can hook the strap on your arches of the feet, you can use a longer strap if you are a very stiff person, and learn to push the feet into the strap and pull the strap towards your armpits. So you can start from here. Again, if you hold it for a few minutes, you will start feeling that a lot of the muscles that are generally dull, they start engaging, and you will get the benefit of the pose in the knees, in the back, in the spine, spinal muscles. So you could be doing it this way. Alternately, you could also place bricks, learn to push the bricks and stay in this position. From Dandasana, lifting the arms up, becoming tall, reaching forward by hinging from the thigh crease and exhaling. We hold the tips of the big toe and we push the toes into the fingers, pulling the arms towards the shoulder socket. From here, we have to bend the elbows and imagine somebody is pulling the elbows towards the toes, keeping your eyes forward and upward. Come in installments depending on your capacity, ability. So, extending, let the lower abdomen rest on the thigh. Slowly, gradually, as you come forward, upper abdomen will rest on the thigh. You can change the grip to the edges of the feet, pull further, chest will start coming close to the knees. Lower the hands on the heels and rest your chest on the thighs. Wait here, don't be in a rush to drop the head, and finally, with an exhalation, lower the head. Those who find difficulty in putting the head on the shins, you can start with your fingers covering the sole, lift the chest, receive the back into the chest, look up, exhale, bend the elbows, slowly move to your capacity and gradually lower the head on the brick. You can change the dimensions of the brick to suit your mobility and range of movement. So after all the asanas, we have to end the practice in Savasana. It is the most relaxing pose and it brings fast relaxation from routine life conditions, and also if you have put in a lot of effort in doing the poses. So let's understand how to use the bricks to give the chest a nice elevation and openness, so the breath comes to the chest effortlessly, and to position the head where the eyes and the sense organs, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and overall skin relaxes. Okay. So this is the flat elevation of the brick, this is the second elevation of the brick. Your upper back, that is the shoulder blade region, or what we call the true ribs, will come on this part of the brick. This brick is supposed to support the curvature of the neck and the center skull bone. Cass will now show you the proper method of lying down. So sit facing the rope wall, keep your knees bent and go on your elbows, bend the elbows and lie down and feel the upper back spread on the brick. Adjust the head and neck so that the brick supports the curvature of the neck. Shoulder corners have to release towards the floor. Sternum bone is lifted, and as you can see, the floating ribs, diaphragm, abdomen is released. You want to scoop the buttocks away from the waist. So hold your butt, hold like that and show them. Yes, move the buttock away from the waist corners, and then when we straighten the legs, we should not rush in straightening in the legs, but we move the leg as though somebody is lifting the heel and moving the heel away from the buttock, creating little extra length in the back thigh. Both legs has to be adjusted like that, and then slowly you are going to drop the inner foot to outer foot and follow your breath. Start with exhalation focus. As the exhalation becomes smooth, soft, thin, delicate, you will naturally start feeling the muscles relax, the mind relaxes, the sense organs relax, and once the exhalation has become very smooth, slow, gradual, you can start looking at the inhalation that will start filling the chest. This will bring quick recovery from routine life conditions, normal life exertions or mundane life conditions, and also if you have worked hard, you will be able to recover your energy very quickly. So hope you did the practice and hope you benefited from the practice. A clue for you to practice better is that don't watch the video continuously like a movie or a documentary, but watch the portion that you are supposed to do, pause it, do it, and then move on. And I hope that you will practice regularly. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching the video. If you have any comments or suggestions about how the video could be easier to follow, or anything to make it more legible, please comment down below and we'll try to implement it next time.